What's up, everybody? It's George coming back with another bullish video. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. And if you're returning, you're an OG. And today, I'm going to be going over some stuff with the Fomc, Utopia, and more. So stick around if you got the time. And I'm going to start right here on X. And it's Anthony Pompliano. And he said, wow, the U.S. economy's GOP number came in at 3%. Significantly higher than economists predicted. An economic boom is upon us. Okay, and now we have something from Unusual Wells. It says, Trump has obviously invoked your name and personally pressured you. Are you concerned the way that conduct might impact the Fed's independence going forward? And Powell replied, I think that an independent central bank has been an arrangement that has served the public well, and as long as it serves the public well, it should continue to be respected. So let's see what this says.
Hi, Mr. Chairman. Jay O'Brien, ABC News. President Trump has obviously invoked your name a lot. He has personally pressured you. Are you concerned the way that conduct might impact the Fed's independence going forward?
I'll just say that, I think that having an independent central bank has been an institutional arrangement that has served the public well. And as long as it serves the public well, it should continue and be respected. If it didn't serve the public well, then it wouldn't be something that we should just automatically defend. But what it gives us and other central banks, what it gives you is the ability to make.
And yeah, we do need an independent central bank.
These very challenging decisions that in ways that are focused on the data and the evolving outlook, the balance of risks and all the things we talk about, and not political factors. And so governments all over the advanced economy world have chosen to put a little bit of distance between direct political control of those decisions and the decision makers. So
and in the future, banks are going to need to build their infrastructures on blockchains. So I'm hoping that ICP is one of those infrastructures they decide to build on, because we have the decentralization and we have a whole network already set up for them.
if you were not to have that, that would be a great temptation, of course, to use interest rates to affect elections, for example. And that's something that we don't want to do. So I think that's pretty widely understood. Certainly it is in Congress. And I think it's very important. I'll just say that.
Okay. And now we got something from the Kobezy letter. Summary of Fed decision, 7/30/2025. 1. Fed leaves rates unchanged for fifth straight meeting. 2. Feds voted 9-2 to keep interest rates unchanged. 3. Indicators suggest growth of economy moderated. 4. Inflation in the engine remains somewhat elevated. 5. Unemployment rate remains low and labor market is solid. 6. Waller and Bowman dissent, preferring a 25 BPS rate cut. The Fed's pause continues even as Trump calls for 300 BPS of rate cuts. Okay, and I have something else on X I want to go over right here. And it's from Crypto 8. And it says, alert. Dominic W. at the Swiss Federal Palace, not a hype tour, a recognition of builders shaping digital infrastructure at a national level. ICP isn't loud, it's foundational. If Switzerland calls you to the table with Bitcoin Swiss, you're doing something right. Most are sleeping. We're not ICP. And that's Dominic right there. And he met with a lot of big people in digital infrastructure. So that's a good thing. And we also have this right here. And it says, against this backdrop, the Swiss Blockchain Federation, SBF, today invited almost 30 of the most prominent blockchain pioneers to the Federal Palace as a sign of appreciation. With their projects and companies, they have played a key role in strengthening Switzerland's reputation as a technology and innovation center. In the heart of Swiss democracy, they were thanked for their pioneering spirit, their innovative strength, and their confidence in Switzerland's regulatory framework. Federal councillors Parmelin positioning Switzerland as a leading blockchain hub. So you guys see that Switzerland's a leading blockchain hub. And it's important that ICP is playing a big role out there. So I'm going to go over something with Utopia now. So give me a quick second. And this is Utopia. It says create private clouds using ICP technology. Okay, and it says compute is a lifeblood of society that's fundamental to well-being and prosperity. But our current IT is complicated, sometimes fragile, and cannot be reliably protected against cyber attacks. Utopia Cloud Technology solves these issues. Reinvented compute is tamper-proof, unstoppable, more productivity, and can be made sovereign. And then we got enterprise and government applications are always safe and don't need protecting by anti-malware and firewalls. Meanwhile, building and administrating them is made vastly simpler, multiplying the productivity of IT personnel. When sovereign is an issue, Utopia clouds can be created over self-managed home country hardware. Welcome to a brighter open source future. Okay, and the next page. And Utopia is an acronym for unstoppable, tamper-proof, open platform for independent autonomy. Okay. A software technology that creates private serverless clouds. Private clouds the owners control. Private clouds running over big tech clouds. An open app store with pre-made services. Sovereign clouds on home country hardware. Okay, and that's important for the future. Sovereign clouds on home country hardware. And it says serverless clouds with game-changing advantages. Safety without firewalls and anti-malware. Serverless tech plus IT drives IT productivity. IT builds without vendor lock-in. Software systems cannot crash. And that's important that software systems cannot crash because currently on the web stack that we have right now, we're used to a stack, and in the web stack that we have now is actually in control of a lot of big infrastructures like banks and big companies. So it's important that we have an infrastructure stack that people don't have to worry about the servers crashing. Okay, and the next one says technology forged through 1,000+ years of R&D effort. And this is employed in the research background of our team. So this is some of the people on the team. They have worked at Google, IBM, Facebook, Apple, and they're also cryptographers. So we have 1,600 plus research papers, 100,000 academic citations, and 250 plus technical patents. And Utopia adopts internet computer protocols technology for enterprise cloud use. ICP is developed by Dfinity Foundation, which is not-for-profit organization supported by a sustainable endowment and other parties. And Utopia joins this effort, adding substantial additional resource as licensors for private compute. ICP technology has been proven in a public networking environment, powering a mainstream network that has not gone down or been hacked. This is how we reinvent compute. Headquartered in neutral Switzerland, working worldwide. And this is important because ICP, they're going for enterprise cloud use, which means that a lot of big companies should be able to use the internet computer stack. But also it's important because they also made something called caffeineai, where everyday people can start making their own apps, which should make that easier on people and allow more people to start deving. So now we got global current IT cost and expenditures. So in 2024, 9.2 trillion cost of cybercrime, growing societal, economic, and national interest harm and disruption. 2024, also 5.06 total IC expenditure. And then we have 2024, 2 trillion IT personnel. Are our IC personnel productive? And we got 2024, 1 trillion software licensing. And in 2024, 0.184 trillion cybersecurity. So basically the question right here is the current web stack that we're at right now, it's been hacked so much that we're not technically questioning the people that are in cybersecurity or IT personnel. We know that they're doing their job, but we might just have a web stack right now that's just so easily messed with that we need something just more secure in general, which will make people's jobs easier but keep people's information safe, which is very important for different economies all around the world and different governments. So we have our future cloud platforms need resilience to data center failure. Big tech cloud data centers glitch and go down, and new risks are growing. Cyber attacks, state sabotage, terrorism, war, natural disaster, Carrington events. And as you can see, right now, all the current infrastructures, they're pretty much ran by certain people, and different countries are using these infrastructures also. So by using a blockchain, it'll make it easier for every country to just have more control over their data. Okay. So we can do much better. Imagine a new era of resilience. Imagine a stoppable tamper-proof cloud. Imagine a stoppable tamper-proof hosted applications. And they're saying that could be happening today. So it says, Utopia creates Byzantine fault-tolerant serverless clouds using mathematical replication. Hosted computation and data are transparently replicated across cloud compute nodes using a mathematically secure network protocol. The failure of a subset of nodes does not break the cloud or hosted services, even if caused by a skilled adversary with hardware access. Clouds are not vulnerable to data center failure. Clouds are not vulnerable to insider compromise. And that's important because on the blockchain, you have more control being able to have your stuff stored on your device and not having exactly a password, but different ways to get in, like your internet identity or something like a face ID on your device. And that's important. That's like the future of what a lot of people are going to be needing to keep their businesses safe. So next one. This also solves for ransomware penetration and data exfiltration. Utopia's new approach for cybersecurity makes cybersecurity systems unnecessary. Virtual execution environment, mathematical network protocol. Okay. Creates serverless private cloud over big tech cloud services. Escapes vendor lock-in. Updating a Utopia's underlying compute does not interrupt hosted applications. So that's good. So that means that it's also compatible with different applications too. And we have create serverless sovereign clouds using home country hardware. Utopia operators can avoid surrounding their data to big tech cloud services in their jurisdictions. And that's important because every country gets to have control over their tech. Okay. And it says create mobile local area secure and stoppable cloud platforms. Run sophisticated IT applications in field environments. Okay. Bootstrap serverless cloud infrastructure in developing markets when geography separates data center use. Okay. It says an app store makes pre-made sovereign services available. Passkey ID. Upgrade to new sovereign enterprise identity systems based on passkeys. WebAuthn and Fido. File sharing. Keep your documents secure and make sure they are shared in a secure and tamper-proof way. Messaging. Install secure sovereign enterprise messaging, bulletin board, and communities. And this is actually really good too because on caffeineai, you'll be able to create some of these applications on your own. So a lot of big companies, once they get a hold of this information, they'll be able to use this to create their own tamper-proof, serverless application that can help their company. So it says build and host almost anything. Online systems/services. Enterprise apps that are tamper-proof and unstoppable. ERP, CRM, e-commerce, Internet of Things, industrial control, content and search. AI models. Enterprise AI that's tamper-proof and unstoppable. Neural networks, SLMs and LLMs, AI context databases, AI training data, AI access control. Digital assets, stored securely and process digital assets like they were data. CBDCs, stablecoins, RWA tokens, cybersecurity tokens, cryptocurrencies. Okay. Don't redesign applications to scale. Auto-scale their Utopia instead. Redesign, rewrite software, install components, reconfig. Redesign. Current IT stack. Okay. And scale an application, 10% effort. Utopia. Scale hosted application by scaling the Utopia cloud through low effort automated processes. Okay. Example, building a data management application/portal. IT focuses on what, not how. On Utopia applications consist only of UX, pure business logic, and data. Current IT stack, 10,000 plus lines of code, plus install, configure, and administer. Web services, database servers, cloud orchestration, backup systems, cybersecurity, etc. Utopia Cloud, 2,000 line of code. Build applications and services without web servers, application servers, database servers, file systems, caching servers, cybersecurity. Build process, 5x is productivity, IT productivity. System admin, on a Utopia, do almost no systems admin. Utopia supports the self-writing internet paradigm. Create, update, and manage running web applications on Utopia. Cloud simply by chatting to AI without technical skills. 100x plus productivity. And thank you. So that was a quick presentation on Utopia. And I'm going to go back to X. I'm going to go over some stuff on X right here. So this is from Documenting Sailor. Michael Saylor says, I'm a single guy with no kids. When I'm gone, just like Satoshi left 1 million Bitcoin to the world, I'll be leaving everything I've got to civilization. Okay, and let's see what he means by that.
I'm gone, I'm gone. I've got, just like Satoshi left 1 million Bitcoin to the universe, so I'm leaving whatever I've got to the civilization. I'm a single guy. I have no children.
So you heard Michael Saylor. All right. And we got something from Eric Canister. Okay, let's see what she said.
Yo, crew, heard the news? Large ICP holders jumped to 76 addresses with 1 million or more. That's not just numbers, it's a sign the big players are in, and the moon's closer than you think. Looks like the dead chain narrative just ran out of oxygen. When big players keep stacking ICP, you know something's brewing. And trust me, I'm not here for small waves, I'm here for tidal shifts.
You guys heard Eric Canister. She's not here for small waves. She's here for tidal shifts. And I love hearing that. And other than that, you just go right here. And as you can see, ICP is currently at 551. And let's see what people got to say about ICP right now. because everybody always got something to say about ICP. And look, these are actually some of the investors in ICP. We got A16Z. We actually talked about that once. Animal Ventures, SV Angel, Multicoin Capital, IOSG Ventures, Crowd Venture Capital, Aspect Ventures, 9 Yard Capital, Polychain Capital, Village Global, Scalar Capital, KR1, Eterna Capital, Coin Fund, Amino Capital, SNZ. And let's see. And these are like some of the main people. Boom. Okay. This is what the community's saying. Let's see what this person, Crypto Life, said. ICP bulls betting on technical patterns while ignoring adoption chasm. Chain key cryptography remains impressive, but 680 resistance is more psychological than technical. Real test isn't price pumps. Can ICP onboard more devs than Solana copycats? See that? And all right, let me actually go back right here. Where'd it go? I disappeared. All right, let's go over a few of these. It says ICP started. Let's see this. It says ICP started strong last week, hitting a high of 618 on Friday, July 18th, before losing steam and dipping to 568. The weekend saw a recovery, with the price climbing over 5% across Saturday and Sunday, closing at 598. On Monday, bulls pushed ICP back above $6, reaching 617. Thursday brought sharp selling, dipping to 579 before a rebound to 613, ending with a mild 0.65% loss. Midweek, before bears took control, Wednesday price dropped nearly 9%, falling to 559. Thursday, continued pressure pushed ICP down to 550. Week of momentum returned. Friday to Sunday, price rebounded, climbing back to 578. Today's session, ICP is up 3%, trading around 594. Outlook, ICP is battling key resistance near $6. A sustainable close above levels could revive bullish momentum, while failure to hold 550 may open room for further downside. So that's the technicals right there. But y'all know I'm definitely into the technicals. But with ICP, something like this project, you got to be more caught into the fundamentals, because this project is fundamentally the best project. The chart might not look best, but the fundamentals are there. But that's the end of the video, y'all. So if you're not invested into ICP, I don't know what you're doing. Thank you for watching. Y'all bless.